Welcome back to Avowed. This is Andy from Agent Gaming, and we have just completed all the intro stuff, the first island, and we have come to Paradise, which is the city where the embassy is, and we're continuing on. So hopefully you're enjoying this. If you do enjoy it, please take a second, hit that like button and subscribe, notifications, all those things that YouTube loves, and leave a comment. All right, here we go.
This is your final warning. Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh, probably died at sea. Good riddance. Ugh, shit.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded.
Yep, there
They
you go
told me
again.
you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Handsome?
You're doing great.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
Okay, so you see those words are highlighted, and what we can do is we can go to dialogue history and lore, and it will... I think we know the first 3, 4, but claviger, what is that? It's the paradisian equivalent to a governor. So, all right, not a problem. Which way did the ambassador
They
go?
traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
How's about, who the heck are you?
Name's Kai. I've been a soldier, a sailor, and a halfway decent baritone.
He's a troublemaker, but a damn qualified one at least.
I knew you had a soft spot for me.
Can I
If there's
trust
one
you?
thing you can say about Rawatayans, we're no backstabbers. We handle our disagreements face to face, with lots of yelling and violence. You'll vouch for me, right, Captain?
Better to have him and not need him, I guess.
That's the nicest thing you've said about me all day.
Kai, before you go, the Envoy is no stranger to the wilderness, but you and I both know the living lands can be, unpredictable.
That's why we're here.
Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
Before I head out, what's this
The
about
Steel
Steel
Garrote
Garrote?
are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
Situation must be dire if the Garrote's involved.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
Never met one in the flesh.
They're an order of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote?
Okay. So what are they doing
You
here?
tell me, Envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you.
Okay. First things first, I have to find the ambassador.
You do that. Just don't keep her waiting.
Ah,
I heard she's a monster. The personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the dead fire, and death spat her back out.
interesting. Well, let's go, Kai.
Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does.
All right, so Kai is our new companion, and he has abilities, and...
I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air.
Okay, so it's gonna run through all these. That ability is what we used to kill that Zorp that we snuck up behind from the weeds in the last episode. All right, Kai, what are we gonna do here? This is a pretty good one. We'll go with that one. So he will be leveling up along with us. They don't get ability points as quickly as we do, but they do pretty well. All right, now I'm going to show you
Gruna
that
left these beacons
is
all over
a
the island. They're good for
fast
finding
travel
your way
point.
around.
City's getting crowded. Pretty soon,
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Volter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
Let's see what you have for sale. So, you can see right off the bat that there are, I think it's 5 different levels of quality. Common is the bottom of, it's the base. And then comes fine. What we're doing is we have common weapons. And we're going to try to upgrade those to fine. And you'll see how we do that soon. But and as soon as I say never, I'll probably break that. But really, I almost never purchase weapons or armor from vendors. But what I do purchase is supplies. Because you get a lot of weapons and armor. You find them just laying around. And you can upgrade those for a lot less than what it costs you to purchase them from a vendor. Now,
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale, envoy.
pretty much
Heading out to the
every
wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to...
Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on.
he's popular.
You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
You and Kai old
Yeah,
friends?
some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lagged the groat for you. Do I have to spell it out?
All right, let's see what you have for sale. The pretty much every tips and tricks video out there tells you to always purchase lockpicks whenever you can. And that's true. You need to do that. This will get restocked, but it takes a few game days to do it. This treasure map, we'll go ahead and purchase that. That can wait.
The living lands are a dangerous place. A newcomer like you surely needs armaments.
Welcome
We
to
have
Dawnshore,
armaments.
Traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you.
I probably spend more here than I do at any other vendor in this part of the game. All right, Walter warned me about you.
I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong.
They were married.
To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
Let's look at your wares. All right, this is where I spend a lot of money. And the reason is you can make, later on, you can make some recipes that make your character pretty OP during battles. But the only way to do it is if you have supplies to do it with. So we'll start off. Let's see what this costs us. And we'll buy a few health potions too. Two. That leaves us with 115, but there's a lot of money to be had out here. So, and this is just the beginning of the game.
What harm could some new armor do?
And here's a side quest.
Please, how hard is it to...
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
There's something I can help you with?
How hard could it be to find a watcher?
So, a watcher, a rare individual is blessed or cursed with the ability to interact with the dead, seen in the realm between life and death. Some watchers are driven mad by their gift, while others struggle to live normal lives. Don't waste your coin on watchers. Nobody can really speak
I'll have to take
souls.
that chance. I have a problem I can't explain.
Why do you need someone who can read souls?
I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
Hold on. Why would Zorps invade your house?
Why did they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
Who's they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Adirans are not
Come here
popular
for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
I'll see what I can do about
Then
those
take my
Zorps.
house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorps saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
Well, okay. You'll get your cabin back, that's a promise.
Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
You're welcome. Okay. So we can explore, and I highly recommend that you do explore the town. You never know what you're going to find. You'll find weapons out there, money laying around, health potions, things like that.
Move along, please.
I
This
was
is
here
right where
first.
we were.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're not working or selling something, you're loitering. Clear the way.
Now listen. These are our dogs, not yours.
And this is a camp. So, camps are really important because you can do a lot of stuff here, like upgrading your weapons. And you can,
After
there are
your
fast
voyage,
travel
it must be
points.
nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is. You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, let's just say I know how to get it done.
Then I dare say you're better equipped than most to wash ashore here.
I think
You
so.
must have some truly fascinating stories of past exploits. I'll look forward to it. But in the meantime, I have to wonder, why does the Emperor send his most valuable agent to the Living Lands?
I'm investigating the Dream Scourge.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
I don't even know who they are.
I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times.
What do you mean?
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but That hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
Ah, well, people are right to fear.
And here I was hoping for good news.
You'll have to talk to someone else.
Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
Can understand the tension. Now, why are you looking for the Clavenger?
I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
I want to help us serve, everyone's heard the Living Lands. Something here calls me. I don't know what it is, but I feel a connection.
Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while.
Okay. What can you tell me about
It's the
Paradise?
gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
Oh, we'll go with that one.
Exactly. What's not to love? These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
The ultimate proving ground.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
Sounds like, well, what is it to you?
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so
okay, so
I figured
the
if I'm
reason
going to
we're
live in a
going
hostile
through all of
environment,
this, because it
why
takes
not
a
pick
lot of
someplace
time,
where things grow?
is that
It seemed like a
eventually
good idea at the time.
your companions
Used to be. If you could
offer
last
to
out
help
here,
train you,
you could count on being left
and
alone.
what that does is that improves your your attributes. So it's actually important to go through these. But that is changing things. Is that it?
That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Okay, let's talk about him.
Ask away. That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change. A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawatayan expatriates.
Sounds
It
nice.
really was. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah?
What'd you do before?
I joined up with the Raotai Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
What was that like?
Starting out, it was exciting, purposeful. I believed in our mission. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Raotai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
Sounds familiar.
To add, they're bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier? Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us. But I didn't see that either.
So, okay, what'd you do?
I deserted.
Ooh.
And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
You disliked fighting for Raotai so much?
Hey, not all of us catch on so quick. Besides, there were only so many options for a Raotai deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew.
How'd that work out?
I ended up here, didn't I? It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough. I did. Yeah. For a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you. Sure. What's on your mind?
That's it.
I'll be here if you need me.
A lot of these
I haven't seen this much
conversations.
excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Okay, so let's take care of some of the stuff that we picked up. We've got this great hammer. It's weighing us down. So, okay. We could use this thing. It's a two-handed. I'm a ranger. I'm not going to be using two-handed melee equipment. But it breaks down into 2 iron chunks, which is something you need to upgrade. So we're going to break it down. I think we'll hold on to that for now because we may end up wanting to use some magic at some point. But this, another iron chunk, we're going to break it down. Look at that, 27 pounds. And it gives us a pelt. Common rope gives us a pelt. Over here you see all the stuff that we purchased. But we don't have access to any recipes yet. It'll come though. Shows us our pelts. Our ambassador in the Living Land sent warning of unrest and brewing conflict in the port city of Paradise. Most worrisome of all are rumors of the Dream Scourge, a plague that corrupts its victims in body and soul. The court of Adir is much disturbed by these unwelcome developments. Any of which could threaten the stability of our interests on the frontier. Therefore you, Drewski, are named a loyal servant of the Adirian Empire who travels with the authority of the throne. We grant you the privilege and immunity to dispense our laws as you see fit and to remove all obstacles by any means. Find the root of this plague and burn it out. Okay. And tutorials, we're not going to mess with that really. And so this is our main story. Now, another tip is complete all side quests and bounties when you have them in a certain land before you tackle the main story. Because you'll get a lot of information and a lot of stuff from the side quests that you'll need. They will affect the main story. So we're going to do this. Also, when you can upgrade, there'll be a little icon that comes up next to the piece that you can upgrade, but the only place where you can upgrade is right here. You can stash stuff from your inventory, and it goes right here to the party stash. And the thing about these party camps, as soon as you access the party camp, all of your essence and your health is returned to you without using any potions or any supplies. And you can also, so like I said, this is a fast travel point. So let's say I'm, a little ways away from here and I've just completed a battle and I'm wounded or low on health. I can pull up the map, I can fast travel to this point, it sets up the party camp, it completely heals me, and then when I leave, I can actually return to where I was before. I have the option. But, let's leave. Okay, we got another side quest over here.
Letters won't turn up. Que larde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor.
I agree.
Who is your patron? Were
Don't
you
know.
drawn to this place?
There's a lot I don't know about
A
myself.
godlike of unknown provenance. Even more interesting. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for here. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
Nope, just got here.
Maybe that's for the best. Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height.
Nope.
He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
By perilous, you mean...
Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you.
I'll keep my eye out for it.
When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Maybe I will. And so there's the dispatch, and you can read it at your leisure.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
But we're still working on this cabin.
Build another palisade just like the last. This one falls. What do you adherents do then?
Tie alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall. It's that sort of thing.
If the stone wall of the road is flat, point the stick.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
Okay, thanks.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too.
Anything down here? Oh, don't see anything. And we're back. But that's an example of what you do a lot of in this game, and I enjoy it. Okay, I want to go down there. Dead body over here. You can see it on our little mini map. There it is. See if we can sneak up on someone and kill him. Get an advantage in this fight.
Guys are on my side.
We make a good squad.
Hey, that guy's going to be an issue.
Right flank!
So this guy will heal.
Nice!
So, okay. I'm low on health. But instead of wasting a health potion, we can just return to the camp. Is there anything else over here that we want to pick up? Dead body over here. Where is it? Well, I don't see it. Okay, so go to our map and then go back to our camp. And you see we have full health now. Okay, so now we can leave and exit to the previous location. And we're back. Oh, and it also brought up the dead body stuff.
This
And
is
we're at the
Hangman's place, or was. It's the Zarups now.
So let's look around. There's a couple of Zarups inside the house you can see on the mini-map. On Soul Twins, a treatise. This is kind of important. Basically, it's talking about these souls getting divided on the wheel and the two halves going to different people, and it's kind of, I don't know what it is, but it's a thing. Feel free to pause it and read through that. We're not going to waste a lot of time on it. All right. If we didn't have the key, we could break in through here. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're just going to use the key, go right in the front door. All right.
To your left. Point for you.
Done.
I was just getting warmed up.
Yeah, well, you need to be quicker. Plate armor is heavy. We're not going to want to hang on to that. It's great if you're like a melee fighter, war hero kind of guy. But we're rangers. We don't need that kind of armor. Okay. That's that entrance that we didn't come in. The Hanging's Journal. It happened again when I was heating up my soup tonight. I heard that same scratching, and sure enough, the Zorp was outside. I dragged my chair in front of the door, but it didn't try to break through. It just poked around the weed patch and stared at me through the window. What does it want? Do Zorps always bother people like this? Worse yet, why do I sometimes feel tempted to let it in? I keep having this dream about it. I'm always sitting at my table and Zorp is there. We're looking at a loaf of bread on a plate. When I reach for the bread, I wake up. What if it's the same Zorp? And it's just curious. What if it's hungry? I mean, what could it hurt? What am I thinking? This place has scrambled my head.
Anything juicy?
She's been having dreams about a Zorp.
Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
Let's do that. Oh, wait a minute. I think we left some. Don't want to leave the do-re me behind.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarep holding hands. What do you see?
See an elf and Zorp holding hands. Zorps don't paint like this. Certainly don't paint people.
Why don't we ask Tehangan about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
All right, let's spend our ability points. Okay. We're rangers. I'd like to stay a ranger. So food restores 20% more health and essence. That's a good one. Steady aim. Another good one. Steady aim will help you hit your shots in ranged weapons. So I think we'll just go for that. Let's see. I'm not much of a parry person. I'm not really good at it. So that could be a waste. Where's the recipe thing? Oh, there we go. Unlock survivalist. We're gonna go for that. Lots of dead bodies out here.
What's that Zarep doing out here all by himself?
Let's find out. You can't attack this guy. Not at first. You have to talk to him.
A friendly Zarep. Don't see that every day.
Nope.
Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either.
Looks like he's taken quite a few of them out. Do you understand us?
I don't speak Zarep, but it definitely answered you.
I'll take that as a yes. Let's leave it alone before it's...
I agree. He's not hurting anyone. In fact, We're near DeHangen's house. Maybe he's the one who made that mural.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now.
I found a journal in your cabin. It was interesting.
You read my journal?
Yep,
That's private. Why would you do a thing like that?
because you're lying to me. Zorps don't behave this way. What are you hiding?
Well, I didn't do it myself. All right. I lied to you.
See? I
I
knew
can't
it.
keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here?
Sure, every day of my life.
That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half?
I think
I
we
thought
know.
if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip.
That's amazing. You might be the only one in the world with a Zorp twin.
But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again.
Spend time with the Zorp.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. Zorps have their own language. They're intelligent creatures.
What does it matter? I can't understand them.
They need food, shelter, and family. That's a place to start.
If we can share a soul in the first place, we must not be that different. I'll go. I'll be brave.
Be brave.
I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't
Thank
think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
you. And there we go. First side quest done. Oh, let's... just do some more exploration. Never know what you're going to find out here. Like apples. People just leave stuff out for us to take. It's really quite nice of them. Every once in a while they'll react to it too. They'll be like, you know, I can see you just taking my stuff. Oh, sorry. Let's have a talk.
Keep walking, Outlander.
Okay, you don't want to talk. Fine. What about you guys? Jago the Seawolf.
Haven't you heard it's not polite to stare?
Actually, maybe I have.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area? I suppose so. There are some Pargrunan ruins.
Ooh, there's some stuff in there we want.
The river from the Strangle.
The Pargrunan are said to have been behind men.
Question is, how do we get in there? Not through there. Oh. Maybe here? Nope. Alright, quest item. We haven't opened this quest yet, but we're going to take this. Someone has tampered with the crate and the lockbox inside falls open to reveal sachets of woodsy, bracy smelling herbs. Small doses can prevent a pregnancy, large dose can end one. Anything else in here? Nothing over here. And we can go back to the fast travel. Or we could go exploring down there. But I think for now, we're going to call it good. We'll just go back over to our camp. So you can see where this little icon says that we can upgrade. So we're going to upgrade this and maybe the round shield. And the way we do it is we come over here. Basic materials. Let's see, do we want to upgrade the breastplate or the axe? I'm going to say the axe. All right, and we do want to get rid of this. So we'll break that down. That gave us another pelt. And we wanted to check this out. Critical hits deal poison damage. Might as well put that on. All right. Well, I hope you've been enjoying this. We're going to cut out a lot of the just walking around stuff to shorten up this video. And we'll come back and do a little bit more exploration and find new side quests to perform. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe, comment, share, all those things, and tell YouTube that you're enjoying our playthrough of Avowed. Thank you very much for hanging in there, and this is Andy from Aging Gaming. Hoping you have a great day. Goodbye.